Hi, you're listening to Everyday Superpower, a place where you can learn about body language and non-verbal communication and, of course, everything in between. Click like, click subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment if aught comes to mind during this video. Today we're talking about waving. Why do we wave? What does it signify? We all tend to do it, at least in the Western world. It's a pretty common behaviour, right? Quite a common gesture. So the hand is raised and moved back and forth, yeah, with the palm facing out, alright? Which is quiet, the whole point of it, right, which we're going to get into. It's a long distance greeting gesture. Of course, you can feel free to wave somebody off at close range and whatnot, but it tends to be, outside of a intimate and potentially friendly zone, okay? So you use the wave to signal hello or goodbye, quite simply, or catch someone's attention through some means. You give them a wave, but it's still, it's still hello, isn't it, even if you're catching their attention. You may accompany it with a farewell or a greeting, but for the most part, for the majority of the time, the wave is used when the vocalization of the words may be somewhat impractical, okay? Now, this is up for debate, but I feel that this is correct. So, the flashing of the palms over a long distance is a greeting gesture to prove that the individual is carrying no weapons and mean no harm, and that's why it's a symbol of friendliness, okay? When you expose the palms, which we do when we're making friends with each other, or at least you should learn to do so. I've done numerous videos on this. It's a submissive gesture, okay? If the palms are concealed or the fists are clenched, well, we know what a clenched fist signifies, aggression, whereas the concealment of the palm will provoke an uneasiness in the subconscious mind of the other individual. So it's good to get started by exposing the palms of the hand and show that you're of no harm and you hold no weaponry, okay? Perfect. It's a greeting gesture done over a relatively long distance, as I mentioned. The wave is on the same tier as a handshake. Moving onwards, we've got a hug, and it's just a general greeting expression. Exposure of the palm should be done when you can, when you're illustrating your verbalization, and when you're generally just communicating with another individual. They're gonna find themselves at ease with you and not necessarily know why, okay? So it's good, it reflects well on your character, alright? It's not necessarily putting them in such a dominant position that you're submitting to them, but it's showing vulnerability, which is what we're attracted to in other people. We don't want to communicate with a stone wall of a person. We want to be able to, flow back and forth within emotional and vibrational communication. It's, a very pure, organic, and great means of cooperating. Alright? So the wave has roots within showing that we aren't carrying weaponry such as a sword, a spear, a knife, bows and arrows, a mace, whatever weaponry you'd like to, place in the hand of an individual. Alright? When two foreign tribes would meet, they would flash the palms of their hands to each other due to that reason. So you can see how close that is to the wave and how it's existed throughout all this time. Okay? So to re-clarify and to just really dial it in, it's a greeting gesture. It's, for the most part, an honest part of body language. Somebody who dislikes you isn't going to wave with much emphasis towards you, okay? You don't see that too often. It's an exposure of the palm, which is incredibly powerful. And if this is one of the first videos of mine you're watching or listening to, please click, my catalogue, my YouTube videos, and delve into the palm stuff, because it's really interesting and it's really beneficial for efficient communication, okay? And it shows recognition. So we all want to be recognised. We all want to be acknowledged. So for somebody to wave at us because they have identifiers, it's important. Click like, click subscribe. I'm signing out. Goodbye.